The leadership team of the First United Methodist Church categorically rejects and denounces recent decisions made by the global United Methodist denomination concerning homosexuality. These decisions stand in direct opposition to our faith in the abiding love and abundant grace of Jesus Christ, which is the foundation for all that we do as a church. On Tuesday, February 26, at a special session of the United Methodist General Conference, over 800 delegates from around the world gathered to debate several different plans that aim to resolve long-standing disagreements surrounding the solemnization of same-sex marriages by clergy and the ordination of openly LGBT clergy. A coalition emerged that was composed of fundamentalists from the United States and delegates from nations where homosexuality is criminalized and considered abhorrent. By a margin of 53% to 47%, this coalition passed the traditional plan, which not only upholds rules which bar clergy from performing same-sex unions, but calls for greater penalties and possible expulsion for those who do. Adoption of this plan, parts of which may yet be ruled unconstitutional, was a deliberate attempt to make it impossible for LGBT-affirming congregations to remain in the denomination. The traditional plan is in direct opposition to the beliefs and actions of First United Methodist Church, Melrose. In 2012, our church voted for full and mindful inclusion of LGBT people into all aspects of the life of our congregation, including marriage. Our first same-sex wedding was performed in 2014. This past autumn, we hosted a forum on transgender life experiences. Most recently, we are providing meeting space for a support group for parents of LGBT children. We have done these things not because they are politically correct or even because they make moral sense after the prevailing secular fashion, but because the example of Jesus Christ calls us to draw the circle of Christian communion ever wider and to witness the operation of grace in the very lives of those LGBT persons who have traditionally been excluded from church communities and abused by Christians. We cannot remain silent and allow those who would perpetuate those abuses to presume to speak for us. We ask that the people in Melrose pray for us as we grieve for what has been lost and as our church and other like-minded churches explore next steps. No matter what travails we face, however, we remain an Easter people, confident in the resurrection to come, looking forward to that imminent day when we will welcome all people through our doors without fear of denominational retribution. In the meantime, we invite all those who have felt marginalized because of who they are or whom they love to come to one of our services, which takes place at 10 a.m. each Sunday morning. We are by no means perfect, but we worship one who is, and we are trying our best to follow his example. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Corey, and the leadership team.